Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV back with another video. This is the first of two videos. We are hopefully going to be getting a LaMelo Ball gameplay. Pretty solid video. I don't think I'm like super proud of it, but like I'm gonna be editing that, getting that out to you guys later tonight. But before I go out to dinner with family friends, we are here to talk about the Sopranos in the season 2 opener. A lot of things have changed. Guy walks into a psychiatrist's office, really funny stuff there. So yeah, we're obviously going to get into kind of what happened and then kind of review it, kind of talk about the key moments, all that stuff. So let's get into it. So several months after Mikey Palmise's execution, Livia Soprano's hospitalization, and Uncle Junior's arrest, business appears to be returning normal for the DeMio crime family. They seem to be recovering. It's obviously not going to be as good as like with these other people around, but they're making it work, of course. And obviously these were some huge events, and they had a couple of months to recover before the storyline got put back into place, you know. So Tony Soprano is no longer receiving therapy from Dr. Jennifer Melfi and is self-medicating, which is interesting. When his mother is mentioned, Tony insists that she is dead to him. He's done with her. Like, she wanted him dead. She had a bunch of plots against him, and he is not a fan of her anymore. Money is still coming in from Ray Curto, Paulie Gualtieri, and Silvio Dante, while Philip Parisi is killed for spreading gossip about Tony, his mother, and his uncle. Like, why the fuck are you talking? Like, we're not fucking women here. Again, any like lady-like tendencies displayed are obviously going to be frowned upon in the mafia. That's just kind of how it works, how their world works. So Tony's older sister Janice arrives from Seattle, so she gets to visit, so we kind of get introduced to her as a character. Maybe she's going to be a pretty big part of the season. Maybe she'll kind of be like what Livia was last season. And obviously Livia is still an existing character. A lot of these characters are still existing, it's just they're off different places, and they were set aside so new characters could come and flourish, you know. So Tony is apprehensive because he knows she will make financial demands, but he lets her stay at his home. Obviously she knows what their family does for a living. So at a family gathering, Carmela smiles as she watches Tony embracing Janice and his younger sister Barbara. It's obviously a great moment that these siblings, after all these years of not seeing each other, have like love for each other. Janice is interested in Olivia's will and her house. Like, that's all she fucking cares about. She wants money. Tony is trying to sell the house and suspects that Janice is trying to obstruct the sale and they pull up there one time and it's fucking destroyed. Like, the window's broken, the for sale sign's gone, and we pretty much know what that means. And this is going to be a short video, by the way. I'm kind of just briefly talking about it. I'm going to go probably watch the next episode because Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I think we're still going to do some stuff for the channel. Tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to be shooting another one of these live streams, kind of just discussing the episodes before I go over to my grandma's when we celebrate. But yeah. So Tony's mood worsens after Janice comes because he realizes what she's there for. He realizes like the only reason for her visit, and he's really pissed about it. Makes him feel super bitter. While driving, he passes out and runs off the road. Kind of has one of those attacks. I feel like there's a lot of things stacked up against him, and he's super stressed about it and whatnot. He consults a new psychiatrist who tells Tony that he recognizes him and is not taking new patients. It's probably not that he's not taking new patients. It's just he knows who Tony Soprano is, and he's like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you. Like, you're not coming into my office, and we're not having talks, and you're not disclosing your information, and you're not going to come in here and like jeopardize my career and do all sorts of things. Like, people are fully aware of Tony Soprano and his family's reputation and what they do because, you know, they're all over the news. You know, indictments are being made all over the place. And yeah. So he phones Melfi in the motel room where she is seeing patients and tells her things are now safe. She is frightened, realizing that he knows where she is, which is fucking insane. Obviously, it's the mafia. They're going to know a lot about you. They get down and personal. Tony confronts her in a diner and tries to apologize. But it's super creepy. It comes off as super weird for Tony to do stuff like this. Melfi states that one of the other patients died by suicide because her treatment was disrupted, and angrily tells Tony to get out of my life. Like, she's snapping on him. She seems like a very nonchalant, very naive, very, like, to herself character at first, but now she's kind of, and it's almost like she's breaking character here, because it's almost like she's getting angry with him and telling him how she really feels. Like, dude, you've made my life worse, and it wasn't even necessary for that to happen, because I'm a successful freaking therapist already. I don't need you as a client, even if you're paying a lot. I forgot to grab my pie from work. It is fine, whatever. I just realized that. Okay. I knew I was going to forget. So, let's see. Christopher Moltisanti hires someone to take his stockbroker's licensing exam and becomes the SEC compliance officer for a boiler room conducting a pump and dump scam. So obviously, like, the DeMio crime family wants to get involved with as many things as possible, so now they're sending people out getting fake degrees and being qualified falsely to do these jobs, and now he's got power, he's helping a scheme, all that stuff. So he's assisted by two young men eager to make a mark, Matt Bivalacqua and Sean Gismonti, who are new characters. Again, we're getting introduced to new characters, new season, that's kind of what you expect out of every show that exists out there. So while Christopher's out of the office, the pair beat a broker for providing genuine investment advice. It's like, no, we're running a scam. Tell them to use, I think it's like Webify or something weird. They're using some weird website that doesn't actually work. They just kind of made it up on the fly, and they're like, okay, that's obviously what a pump and dump scheme. You're getting people to, like, throw money to something that's not, like, it's not a real thing. You're getting people to invest money into it and, like, put their money into some sort of fake portfolio. People fall for it, crazy enough. So Tony rebukes Christopher, telling him to take his responsibility seriously, but ends the meeting with a smile. Tony has to smile at the end of the day. He loves Christopher. He loves the guys he works with. This is a brotherhood. It's not like I'm your boss and you're doing a job for me. It's like I'm family and I'm asking for a favor, and we're all kind of working together to make this thing work. You know? So Big Pussy Pensiero appears at Tony's house one morning, which is really interesting. You know, he's kind of returning back to the scene, and he's kind of getting back with the group. That's a really dope storyline that we see. He's a great character. So, in his basement, Pussy explains that he has been in Puerto Rico having his back treated and got involved with a woman there, which obviously made him stay longer than he thought he would, or expected or desired. He expresses his resentment at being suspected of turning informant. He's like, it rubs him the wrong way, obviously, because he thought, you know, they had a brotherhood. We're in the mafia here. Like, why aren't we treating each other with respect? Why aren't we trusting each other? It's like, come on, we have a bond, we have a pact, we have all sorts of things. We have principles that I'm following. Like, why would you suspect me of doing such a thing? Tony is initially furious that he has not been in touch, of course. He pats him down while giving him a hug. When Pussy's offended, he pulls him in for a real one, which is really funny. He still thinks he's wearing a damn wire. He allows Pussy to start earning again, but remains suspicious, though his story appears to check out. They're kind of like discussing with the gang, and they're like, yeah, okay. He seems fine. But yeah, there's a lot of new characters. Obviously, we meet Carmela's parents. We meet Matthew Bivalacqua and Sean Gismonti, who are the associates for the pump and dump. Gigi Sestone is a soldier for Junior Soprano. Neil Mink is Tony Soprano's attorney. Thomas Giglione is Barbara Soprano's husband. Janice Soprano, Barbara Soprano, Giglione. There's all sorts of new characters. So this is really important. Obviously, Philly Parisi got killed, and he's not a character. I mean, you hear him by name in the show every now and then, but he's not really that important. Carmela's parents have avoided family functions at the Soprano home that Livia attended for years. That was kind of an interesting thing. There's some revelations, and there's some things that connect together, and this show does a really good job of kind of explaining things, you know. In season 1 episode, Nobody Knows Anything, Tony tells Olivia that her house, which he put up for sale, has an accepted offer, a move that angered Olivia so much that she revealed to Junior that Tony and his capos held secret meetings at Green Grove. So, however, in this episode, Tony reveals that Jana said he just had the house put on the market. Just had it. He wants to lie to her because he knows exactly what she's going to do. So there's some really interesting things that kind of tie together. I'm trying to think. I can't really think of anything else to say. Have a happy Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. Jesus, my bad. Happy holidays. Whatever you're celebrating out there. Later tonight, I have an edited video coming out of LaMelo Ball gameplay on 2K24. I don't think I'm going to stream tonight. I might. I kind of gotta go to bed early because we're going to church tomorrow morning, and I gotta get a video out before then so I can kind of enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of the holiday. I know it's the holidays. I probably should be taking off, but I'm doing it for you guys. You know, you guys have been showing some great support. We've been attaining a lot of followers over the years. Let's see. Looking at the channel here real quick before we head out. we're at 238. We were just at 233 a couple days ago. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys really like my movie reviews. I'm going to keep it coming with those. And eventually we're going to start doing action movies. But